It's just different.
Did have the brunch.
First of all, you know me, I'm not a church bitch. But I like...
No, I'm not a church bitch.
I'm not a church bitch.
Do you ever really hear those two words?
Girl, she was in there calling people the fuck out. She was saying, like, the reason why, because it was Autism Awareness Sunday, right? She was talking about how she went to this thing at Kennedy Krieger about, for religious leaders, about how there's no inclusion in the church.
No.
So she said...
in a lot of different ways.
So she said that was her inspiration. She said, because now we're not just talking about the people with autism. Y'all don't like the Lgbtq community in here either. She said, now what you...
Because I know y'all be talking about them when you walk out of here.
She said, when I first got to this church, she said the average age of the person in here was probably in their 50s or their 60s. She said, and now it's probably half of that. She said, but what you've also noticed is that some people don't even come to this church no more, and I'm okay with that. She said, because if you can't be a part of the inclusion, then you can't be a part of the community. And if you can't be a part of the community, you're a part of the problem. She was reading niggas up there with her Jordans on. I said, this my type of bitch right here.
So many people think about, how can we get the younger people in here? I'm not saying... put away your morals to have people in your church. Right. What I'm saying is these people are going to be here regardless. And you have to stop putting up your nose against people just because they're a little bit different than you. Gay people have been around since the beginning of fucking time.
Who's going to lead your choir? Who's going to get them the championship?
Best choir fucking directors. My music teacher was a graduate from Morgan. That man was not straight.
And singing them down and getting that choir together.
And I know he was a choir director.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many gripes about the LGBTQ community. There's so many different things. First of all, leave my people alone, because y'all know I stand with Lgbtq. I put the butt in Lgbtq.
I put Q.
But at the same fucking token, just mind your fucking business, because they're people. They're people.
And some people are like, I can't mind my business because they're so out. Well, nobody says anything about all the straight people around.
When she's straddling her husband in the fucking club, kissing him all in the fucking mouth, I don't want to see that shit.
I don't want to see that shit. There was a question on Tequila and Champagne. Mm-hmm. George asked, do you think that lesbians think about, like, having sex with men? Right? Mm-hmm. Later on, he was just like, well, do you think gay men think about having sex with women? A lot of videos that I've seen, like, with gay men talking about having sex with women, they was like, they saw the vagina and was like, ew, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, Shay, because I feel like me and her be here. Mm-hmm. She was just like, well, straight men don't think about having sex with men. And I was just like, exactly. Stay out of people's bedrooms.
First of all,
stay out of people's bedrooms. I ain't never, if I see one more straight man talking about some, well, you ain't never tried it. Have you tried dick? Let me put this strap on and fuck you. And see if you like it. You might.
Tried dick? Have you tried
dick?
You want a little bit of dick? I
can't wait until I go outside in my best queer outfit and somebody try to say some straight shit to me.
Like, how you know you like women? How you know you don't like men?
Can I give you some dick?
You ever tried some dick before? You ever had some dick? Because I had to try the coochie to know that I liked it. So first of all, why is you in my fucking business?
I really didn't have to try the coochie to know that I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't have to try either. But once I tried it, I was like, there. That's solidified.
That was that was a good John.
That was a good John right there. That was a good John. That was a great John. Welcome to another episode of Jaded and Evolving. I feel like every time we start this shit, this is always
some bullshit. Have you tried some dick?
Have you tried dick?
Stop asking these queer people, these queer, lesbian, anybody in the Lgbtq.
Have you tried a little bit of coochie? Is it your thing? Do you like coochie? Did you look at a coochie?
Have. Did you? They closeted. So are the men. So I can't even. Yep. Mm-hmm.
D.O.He?
It's okay.
Not actually D.O.He. But I mean, he might.
I was about to say, huh?
He might. He might. The way he being more. Cause DL, like down low, DL. That's where it went in my mind. But his shirts do be a little low. Their shirts did be a little low.
So do Ricky Smiley's, and he got kids.
And he also plays a woman sometimes. I'm just.
So does Tyler Perry.
What you say about that shadow work? What you say about that shit? Don't get me started, friend. What you say about that? Welcome to another episode. How y'all doing?
Feel about that, man.
How y'all doing? Y'all know how I feel about Tyler Perry. If not, go back to one of our like very first smoke sessions.
We don't like him.
I have a very deep distinct. I love me a good Medea play. But
Why
at
can't
some
he
token,
have a movie about black astronauts?
because he wouldn't be good at it. Because they would come from some type of trauma. One of them couldn't read or some shit. I'm telling you, he would find a way.
One of them gets stuck up there. That's that Apollo. What's that
13?
movie? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
White people, leave white people to that shit for sure.
Yeah. I do like niggas in space though. Just the idea of like a nigga in space.
There's supposed to be this movie about I was about to say nigga vampires, but black vampires, and they got gold. They got grills instead of actual.
I'm sick of trying to appropriate it.
I can't wait until I see
want
this
the nigga
indie
shit.
film.
I want the GA shit. You feel me? I'm tired of y'all
Black vampires.
I want nigga vampires. I want nigga magicians.
Teeth or grills.
I want nigga witches. I want nigga wizards. Where's fucking
the magical Negroes?
That's what I'm saying. I want all that shit. I want it all.
They should have put me in there. I'm definitely a magical Negro in real life.
Niggas with magic. That's all I'm saying.
I defeat the odds every day.
So we need to stop acting like
I'm a black woman in tech.
I feel like everything we do better. Marvel films was cool, but when they put that Black Panther out, come on now.
It was up.
Come on now. The way niggas was going to the movie theater when that shit came out.
Little Mermaid.
Come on now, because I went out.
I was pissed off.
Opening fucking night. I was in that bed. I was mushing. Get the fuck out my way, bitch.
I still haven't seen that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I'm really bad at I think it's just me sitting down to watch movies in general.
It was so good. I went to the movie theater. I got the little interactive chair and everything. And I was in there singing. I went by myself. It was just, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? I was in there singing and shit.
I thought you took your sister.
No, No, I took my little sister to see. Oh, I don't remember what I took her to see. But I went to the Little Mermaid by my fucking self. Certain movies, I just got to go by myself.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like some childhood shit.
I think that I need to start doing that.
Dating
because they have the anime movies. Mm-hmm. They'll have like special releases, and I'll be looking at them like, I want to go see that.
Mm-hmm. So I will go to the movies by myself. That's one of those dates where you literally can't get it wrong. You cannot get it wrong. And you just go to the movies. Pick a movie.
I had thought about going to go out to eat by myself, but I had recently saw this lady on TikTok, and she had went out to go eat by herself, and like people were laughing at her, and I was just like.
How did she look? And
she was chilling.
That's what I'm saying.
She had her iPad, but that's one of the things. I want a booth if I'm by myself. No, she had like a circular table, like she was in the middle of the shit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes waiters and waitresses do that on purpose. And now people are assuming that she was supposed to meet up with somebody. And she was stood up when it's not the case. Don't put me in no big ass table and it's just me. If I tell you reservation for one, I don't give a fuck if that shit. Sit me at the bar. Don't sit me right here.
I don't want to sit at the bar.
I love sitting at the bar. Bartenders have the best conversation. They have the best conversation. Because the first thing they ask you is, what are you drinking? They ask you for your food order.
Behind me.
Okay. The bartenders always have the best convo.
Yes. The bar that has that like little nook on the side, I could sit over there. Mm-hmm.
You know where the best place to start for shit like that? Like a Applebee's or Fridays or something? When it's not busy. Okay. Go on a day where like I used to go at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, like right after the lunch rush, where they literally trying to clean up from the fuck just shit. A random and I'm just in there minding my motherfucking business. You find out so much. I done found out bartenders like they whole fucking life story, like why they bartending, why they working somewhere, whole shit.
I want to go to a local restaurant and do that though.
Local restaurants are actually really good for just going in by yourself, especially the ones that are not like super well known either, because they want those individual people to come in and you could talk to the owner. Most of the time the owner's there and shit.
Even while I'm thinking about doing this, I'm just like, but I'm going to take you with
me. Let's go. You know me. I'm like,
I'll just do the movies by myself.
I'll talk to any fucking body.
I'll just do the movies by myself.
I like it. You know what else is nice? Solo Day, the aquarium.
Yes, I do need to use your membership.
I got to get it revamped up because I want to go back. I saw that Lionel went, I don't know, like the other day or some shit. And I was like, I want to go back to the aquarium.
I want to go I need to take the train up to DC and like go to the museums. I need to go back to the African American Museum.
I'm gonna take my child. My child has no idea what slavery is because they're not talking about it in school.
That's so traumatizing.
Yeah, and it's not like I need
to go to Blacks and Wax. I've never been.
You couldn't pay me to go back in there. I'm traumatized.
I feel like I've seen enough on TV.
It's not even what they doing; it's the way they look.
Yeah, no. It's realistic.
No. They're creepy. They don't look realistic at all. It really looked like some shit they put together. What's the movie called?
The one with Snoop Dogg.
Yes, them people. Yes,
I was about to say you thinking about that. Yeah,
like just to do it. I'm freaking out. Just
I was thinking about it. I was like,
but
bigger.
I feel
like she's thinking about,
but bigger.
So I need to go in the daytime.
And there's a boat. There's a fucking boat in there. Oh my god! Listen.
I mean, they had the boat at the African American one though.
Not this boat. This boat make noise. You walk through it and they say, "Oh my god!" It's like it's a smell in there too.
First of all, no, because that's just like going to the Holocaust Museum. Them shoes, walking in there. Yeah, I'm going to the Blacks and Wax.
Baby did me in. I said, listen.
Well, when I was a part of the Peoples, they had their little corner and they talked about the little thing. And I was just like, oh, my people. Really? Yeah. I was just like, this is what I was growing up on.
Wow.
Yeah, they were in there too.
My dad, when he worked for the railroad, when he worked for CSX, fuck y'all. He was working there the day that they bought the actual train car in from Auschwitz. Shoot. It still had like blood and shit in it. Like it was very.
The smell of it is like very.
My dad said he stepped up in there.
I don't care how many people walk through it. It'll always have that smell.
And that's what my dad said. My dad said he walked in there. He just immediately got uneasy and he stepped right out.
Cause your dad be.
He clairvoyant as a motherfucker. Like,
but not clairvoyant enough to not.
That's because he a man. That's the part.
They don't listen to their intuition enough. It be the gay men.
And he is Sagittarius.
Yeah, I know. Turn up. YOLO. That part of my chart, I was just like, what the fuck?
Nigga. But that's not why we're here. What we're really here to talk to you about is this goddamn motherfucking shadow work bitch. This shit got up.
Have you done it lately?
Nigga, that's all I'm doing as of lately. And not like the type of shadow work where I'm sitting down. I got the shadow work journal.
She's not crying because she's sad, y'all.
Yeah, I'm crying because I'm actually choking.
That too. I was like, did she yawn?
The shadow work journal is cool, but it's very surface level. I'm past that. I need to get to the root.
For sure.
You feel me? I need to get to the root of my trauma. So there's been a lot of revelation that's been happening as far as like self-discipline, my money, finance, and I'm getting into that. There's been some tears, right?
Of course.
Since losing my job, because that's what sparked it. Since being laid off, I was like, well, this is my opportunity for me to get my shit together. Once I knew that I had the support of my partner, I said, I bet. So I'm taking the time now, because before I was doing it haphazardly. I wasn't really cognizant of what I was doing. I was allowing myself to do it, but I wasn't allowing myself to really feel it at its hindsight. Like once I started to get scared and once I started to realize the revelation, I would stop. And I'm like, all right, close this. I'm done journaling. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to cry this out. And then after I'm done being sad, I'm not going to think about being sad no more. And then I'm just going to go smoke and lay down. Now it's like, without the weed, with the tears, whatever, feel your feelings. And a lot of it is boiling down to like, I know why I have these hesitations behind, like large sums of money. I know why I have all these different things. So it's been a journey. And while I've been crying and I've been going through like literally heaving, getting ready to throw the fuck up, I really wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I'm going to be real with you. I would rather go through this shit now. This is a really good
space for you to be in.
And I'm really starting to enjoy it here. Yeah, I'm really starting to enjoy being able to get my shit together. And I don't think that I would have been able to do that while still having that job.
Not gonna lie, I kind of went through my true shadow work when I was laid off during quarantine. Like when I was...
That's got to be difficult. Because how did you... What the fuck?
I had no choice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. When you have nothing but time.
Yeah.
Shit start just coming to you anyway. Like, you just start thinking and you be like, the fuck? Did that happen to me? Or was that... Like you said the other day, that didn't happen to me. No, that happened to you.
Fuck it did. That's also been coming up a lot. My dad and I were talking. I talked to my dad for like 45 minutes the other night. Sitting outside smoking. And once the weed kicked in, I was on a roll. And I love the fact that my dad is so receptive to just talking, right? And he started talking about like growing up in West Baltimore and the things that we've been through. And I finally just had the courage to tell him like, while I really love being from West Baltimore, I love the idea of, having that upbringing. That's not who I am anymore. My past can't take me any fucking where. I can't bring it with me where I'm going. So while it's great to have these conversations, I'm done having these conversations. And it wasn't like
Okay, we're done
a
now.
deep conversation. Like, it wasn't like, Daddy, I'm done with this shit. It was like, no, Daddy, I'm just realizing, like, I can't take this
I'm
with me
bigger
where I'm
than that.
going. You feel me? Like, I'm over this. And sometimes,
And you're bigger than that.
yeah, like, my shadow work isn't always me being like, oh my God, like sliding down a wall.
I was over in West Baltimore.
You know?
Shit was crazy.
It's literally sometimes I'm just like, yo, you outgrow shit. Like, Christian, you're growing. And sometimes the growing pains is what hurts the most. Sometimes it's the fact that I'm outgrowing this idea.
Realizing that you're bigger and better. Like, you are better than things.
When you already anxious as is, and now it's like, now I actually got to stand on the business of being bigger and better. It's scary.
That's what they don't tell you. They always be like, stand on business. That's just scary, bro.
Standing on business is very scary because you can't control how other people are going to react.
Because what is this business that I'm actually standing on?
Boundaries, wanting my money up front. Though, and this is for me specifically.
Yes.
Wanting my money up front, sending the motherfucking invoice, knowing my motherfucking worth, having my core values, being an upstanding mother, being a great wife, like all that shit. All of it, making sure that I'm showing up for my parents and showing up for my family, but at the same token telling them certain shit I'm not coming up for. You feel me? It's a thing. It's a whole thing. And again, to be honest with you, in my situation, ain't nobody's feelings really getting hurt. And I love that. But at the same token, I've made so much peace with choosing me that I don't give a fuck who feelings get hurt. That lady, the video I saw the other day, she said, this part of your life, she said, this next phase that you're going into, it ain't no holding your head down. She said, you get eye level with a motherfucker and you don't blink. And that's where I am right now. No. I don't have it. I don't have it in me to do anything more than what I'm doing right now. And what I'm doing right now is as good as it's going to get for right now. Yeah. And I am okay with that.
Absolutely.
That's my shadow work right now, is just getting okay with not always being okay. Mm-hmm. Because for the longest time, I just felt like if I couldn't show up in one realm of my life, all right, well, then I got to do 100% over here. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't have it. You don't have it in you. You just don't have it. And I love being able to say, like, yo, I don't have it. I love being able to say, like, no.
And that's it.
No
being a complete sentence.
When was the last time that you really felt yourself like in your shadow work, babe? And do you feel like there's time? Do you feel like there needs to be more? Like at this point, this juncture at your life right now?
It has been a while because I haven't let myself. I have not been my true emotionally intelligent self in a while. I feel like I'm tearing up. Just had to give myself a disclaimer. I feel like I haven't really truly been in a very emotionally intelligent space. I've been stopping myself from crying a lot lately. I have not been allowing myself to just pour out the way that I usually am able to. And I think I truly feel like it's because so much is changing in my life, and I feel like things are like going at a rapid pace, and I'm just like, this is getting scary because things that I have been wanting to manifest are coming, and I feel like it's getting there, and I'm just like, I have to hold on to this so that when I get in this space, then I can let it out, because in a truly I don't feel safe to let it out.
And sometimes,
so it feels like I'm like, no, I can't.
Sometimes your feelings don't give a fuck about whether or not you're safe. And I'm learning that. That's a phase that I'm in now, where the venue, right? Like where I'm crying, who I'm crying in front of, why I'm crying, none of that shit, man. My feelings don't give a fuck.
That's true.
You gonna cry. You're gonna cry. When I realized, and when I tell you this set in for me like 2 days ago, I've been hearing it and I've been saying it, but now I'm living it. Your new life is going to cost you your old one.
Oh, for sure.
Baby, sobbing, okay? Like sobs. Let it out. Let it out.
And I feel like every day I've been like, it's like literally every day I'm one step closer to these different changes. Yes. And I'm just like, I'm okay with this. And then I step back and I'm like, am I really okay with this? And a part of me tries to talk myself. I'm like, there's no more talking myself out of this. I've gone through this karmic cycle.
Yep.
And it's time
it
for
stops
it to
right
end.
here. It stops right here.
Today,
yes.
This year, 2024,
will
be the last year where I do all these things.
I'm
going through shadow work right now.
Every time that it's like we both be on the same situation. We just be on two different sides of the spectrum
ends,
because it's this you in limbo and it's me at my extreme. Like, bro.
And I feel like because you're at this part where you're like, I'm learning how to chill the fuck out a little bit, and I'm like learning how to get in my bag a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like that's where like it's like, okay, we're gonna cross paths. Even though I am like, you are the white man with a crack.
I got a cocaine habit.
I say crack, but cocaine habit. And I'm still like tiptoeing, but it's like I'm actually like speed walking a little bit.
And I'm also learning, like, even in that, because I was actually thinking about it yesterday when we were at the brunch, and it's like, I could show up as a mediocre white man with a cocaine habit all I want to, but I'm going to start showing up as a black woman. Because no matter how the fuck I look, no matter how the fuck I feel, you have to respect me as who I am. So this...
Fuck being a white man.
You know, this character trait of, you know, needing
because
this alter
so
ego.
many layers to being a black woman.
And this,
like, I look at a mediocre white man and I'm just like, you will forever be a mediocre white man with this cocaine habit.
Yeah.
Why are you so reliant on that? But as a black woman, I'm just like, she is so fuck duality. She's got layers to her.
Yeah, she's
like, there's things that nobody sees that she deals with.
She's managed to harmonize it to where she's utilizing her strengths and she is nurturing her weaknesses.
She's a true goddess.
And that's what I'm really trying to get into that bag. I think we're both trying to get into that bag, and it's just literally like on different spectrums.
For sure. I feel like, in all honesty, though, the last time I really did like a type of shadow work was when we had our friendiversary. But I do feel like it's time for me to hone in on that again.
Because I truly feel like once you do that, you're gone. Like it's not to...
And I feel like I'm scared. Like there's a part of me. It's not the inner child. It's not the inner teen. Because both of them like, let's fucking go. It's truly... younger adult me, like that little,
the one that tried this shit before, and she
22
failed
to 25,
and she fucked up, right? She made a mistake. It didn't work out the way that she wanted to, and then she goes, "Well, then I just can't do it again." I'm finding
22
her.
to 25.
This YouTube channel, this fucking podcast, this business. I've tried all this shit. I've tried it before, and it didn't work. But it's also because I didn't try hard enough. The first no was my only no. And that's my shadow work right now. I'm coming to these revelations of, right? You could say it all the time, like, your first no is going to be your first no, but like it matters when you get to a room of a million yeses. Well,
but the feelings behind that are really like,
and at one point, I didn't have that, right? At one point, I didn't have that revelation. So
you were just like, this is just a no.
And you
like,
go from...
It's a no.
You go from not having the revelation...
No is a complete sentence. It's a no. And that means I should not do this anymore.
But that's not what it is. Yeah. The no is telling me it's no for them.
Right now.
It's no... Right. It's no... My denial right now is just my denial for right now. That doesn't mean that it's going to be anything else. It doesn't mean that it's going to ruin my fucking life. And I used to think so extreme about
and that was just a stage that you were in for real.
And now it's just like, I wish a motherfucker would tell me no, because now I'm going to talk to somebody that's going to tell me yes.
In more ways than one.
Somebody going to tell me yes. You feel me?
Jesus Christ.
Nigga.
Well, that talks about overcoming
the resistance and the personal areas. I feel like, okay, asking the question, if you knew that you couldn't fail, like right now, if you knew that you couldn't fail, what would you do?
Other than the things that I've talked about a lot, I would start my own production company and make movies. The black ass movies that we just talked about, the black vampires, the black astronauts, the magical black people, I really would get into my Quentin Tarantino bag, Spike Lee mix, but make it me. Yeah. And truly like hone in on those type of movies. Blaxploitation, that would be my shit. Yeah. Like I would just make movies like that. So when you would have no choice but to.
Yeah, so when are you going to do it? Right? Because if you knew you couldn't fail, you know that there are going to be moments where you start this production company and something's going to fall through.
Oh, for sure.
Right? So in preparing yourself for this, right, what do you feel like you need to do shadow work wise that's going to allow you to say, like, even with all the failure, even what do you feel like you need to do internally to get that external momentum to the point where you just like, aren't touched, like, now we moving. Like, what's the thing where it's like, hold my hand, we're doing it. Like, what is that going to take? Or what do you think it's going to take? Because do we really know?
Because I'm in a space of building self-confidence anyway. I think that's really what it is. I'm building self-confidence in multiple parts of my life.
And I see that.
In order to set those boundaries, to say no, to learn when to not say anything at all. Yeah. And it's those moments that are going to carry over into that.
Yeah.
Because like you said, building community. I have to build community in order to make these movies. Because if I'm sitting up here being an introverted Negro and everybody thinks I'm a bitch, who the fuck want to be in my movies?
Yeah.
Nobody.
And I think that's another part of shadow work that was also a huge revelation. I think specifically for what you're saying, and for many people, is when you realize that you can't do everything. Like, and no matter what you're doing.
You can't do it alone.
You can't, and you also can't do it sitting where you are, right? You want to be a content creator, you want to have brand deals and things of that nature, but have you sent an email? Have you posted the content? Nobody knows who you are, which is why things cannot happen. You cannot sit still and think that the people are just going to come to you. Nobody knows who the fuck you are.
You can be great. People around you can know that you're great. But
and even
those are the only people that know.
Even if they're sharing your stories, right, they can't share it like you.
No.
They're
not you.
And they're going to share word of mouth. And word of mouth is probably one of the best ways to do promotion. But what happens when somebody finally comes to you and says, like, hey, I want this thing to happen? If you haven't been working on self-acceptance and really knowing your talents and your skills, you're not going to take the offer. You see what I'm saying? So now you're back in this place of, now you're telling yourself no. Now you're denying yourself. And that's something that I have to learn self-sabotage wise is it's not always how you talk to yourself. Sometimes you self-sabotage opportunity. Sometimes you self-sabotage the opportunity for you to, progress forward, to get into different rooms. People in relationships, to date other people because you choose not to come outside. Yeah. You choose not to talk to people. You can't do that. You're not going to get anywhere doing that.
Everything can't be done online either.
You gotta go the fuck out. The brunch taught me that. That putting myself where I see myself brunch.
Yeah. You also put yourself where you saw yourself.
Yeah, it taught me that, like,
doing
that. When I tell you that opened up a whole new can of just like,
oh shit
for me, where it's like, girl, not only do you have a team of people, right? Like, you have a collective team. This is not your team. Y'all are a team, right? This your bag. This is your bag. You be motivating women.
Once you have niggas in there crying,
I was like,
oh shit.
First of all, I was like, not me crying. Like, first of all, like,
you were crying.
But like, not just seeing everybody else. Like, I my biggest thing is, and that's a part of my shadow work too, is when I realized the impact that I have on people. It's scary. That's a terrifying feeling.
When I said to you, you are the friend that has helped me with my confidence the most, and you're just like, yeah, a lot of my friends say that, and I'm just like, so you don't think that you can do this for other people just because they're not your friend or because they're close to you?
I have a very hard time accepting money for something that I know was my God-given gift. I have a very hard time.
A lot of people do.
In my mind, why are you paying me to do something that I have been called to do? And
that makes even more sense for you to make the money
the other
off
night.
Of it.
Fried as motherfucker. I lied to you not. It felt like God was in my ear.
I was about to say, God did not give you
and
these. And
God came to me and said, why the fuck? Like, literally, why the fuck would you not get a bag behind something that the word was predestined. I predestined you to come onto this earth, right? In this realm, in this reality, to do what the fuck I called you to do. You just lost your job. You have no income right now, Christian. Do you honestly think that I would set you up like this? Linear. This is this not even lateral. You're not climbing no step. This is you moving this way. You don't think that I would put you in alignment with a bag with a predestined gift? Bitch, are you stupid? I was literally out back looking at the moon like, you right, G-O-D. You right. I get it.
I'm going to get back to that sidebar. This is also something else that cannabis does for people that are in this.
Yes. Spiritual
realm of their life. It elevates you and not just, oh, I'm high, but you, like, I'm not saying you're going through any type of spiritual psychosis of that type of extent, but it helps open up your third eye.
Scientifically, cannabis changes your perception.
Yes.
That's what it does.
Just like mushrooms.
So that's the whole reason why you're even able to tap into it, because it alters your perception.
Yes.
So the one way that you think is now shut off.
Yes.
Cannabis does that. It shuts that off. And it opens up receptors in your brain. It's your hypothalamus. Don't get me started. I got my degree from Grey's Anatomy. The front, and it affects the real important little bulby shit.
Yes.
Them two.
The one that fully develops when you become a certain age.
Yes, them
thing?
two. So it affects the perception in both of those spaces that you over exercise daily. So imagine finally being able to shut the fuck up for just a second.
And see things for what they truly are.
That's when God started cooking. I swear to, it was like cooking crack in my brain. It was
That's
like
why she goes to school for this.
we up and stuck.
Back to what you were saying though. That goes to show every time you were just like, but God, how am I going to do this? There was a part that was blocking that
Stop. Leave me alone.
You were blocking it off. You were like, I don't want to see that. You weren't ready to see it. You weren't ready to see it.
Go somewhere else with it. Go. I can't.
No, because that's truly what it was. And you see it. You see that.
Because that was the confirmation right there. Like, you just found something. I can't, friend. I can't. Because that
you were just like, how am I going to do this?
And God was like,
and then God was just like, all right, now I'm finna.
And then you go,
I gotta talk in your ear, nigga.
I can't do it.
Putting 2 and 3 and 4 together,
nigga. I can't. But like
making dollars out of cents,
like that. Literally, it's shadow work will do that to you. It'll have you in this space of being like, yo, I'm in my way. I'm in my way, because we'll try to make excuses.
Always in our own way. It's the ego.
Yup.
It's you're in a box. And a lot of people are just like, I have to step out of this box. I have to break that glass ceiling to get to. And it's like, but it's so comfortable here.
Yes.
That 9 to 5 is so comfortable.
That security blanket, because I know that it's always
relying
coming.
on just talking to my people is so comfortable. Me being in the house, me working myself to death over things that don't even matter is so comfortable. Not comfortable as in I like it. No, it's what you're used to, and you got to get out of that mundane.
Yeah. And that's literally what it is. And I'm finding that my day to day is so different now. Like, I don't feel the need to get up at 6:30 in the morning. Like, I can wake up at 8 o'clock and be okay with waking up at 8 o'clock. I don't have to immediately get up, wash my ass, brush my teeth. If I want to go downstairs and drink my coffee before I wash my ass, I can do that. Like, this is teaching me a lot. And I'm still filling out job applications and things of that nature. One, because it's a requirement for unemployment. But at the same token, it's me just realizing, because sometimes I need the reassurance. Every denial email that I get from somebody is God being like, see, I'm not going to give you this job. And like, I lied to you not, 5 minutes later, I'll see $9.99. Like, God is like, I shut the door, Christian.
I've been seeing 111 a lot.
That means God cooking. That means like whipping it up.
And 444. I don't know what 444 is.
444 is your guardian angels are always with you, and that they're encouraging. And we talked about the ancestral thing and making sure that you feel protected and guided. And I know that a lot of the times for you, it's, well, how do you expect me to do that?
Yeah.
And
I feel like today, like in this moment, was the first time that I've actually opened up my mouth and said, I don't feel safe to.
And that's fine.
Do
but
those
again,
works.
Your emotions don't care about the venue, right?
That's true.
Because if you need all of that in order to do the work, then it's not the work being done, right? Yeah. We say it all the time. You don't need the crystals. You don't need the incense. You don't need all that. The spiritual work. You just need you in spirit. That's it. If you're seeing that, that's a clear indication that it's like, yo, just do the work.
Yeah.
Because the work is right in front of you. And the more that you avoid it, the more it's going to show up. And that, don't be like me, because you know me. This shit will stop altogether. Fuck around. Your car stop working. Now you stuck in the house. You see what I'm saying? The job fucking around, they be like, oh, COVID outbreak at the school. We had to shut the school down for 2 weeks. Now you really in the crib. You feel me? We'll deny you of access to anything else to distract you. God will sit you down.
And I really feel like it's truly been doing that in like
in more ways than one. We talk every day, but we're not even talking as often as we do.
Yeah.
Because I know that not only am I working on my side, I know you're working on your side. And I also know that there are things that you're avoiding on your side that God is like, you can't talk to her about this. Let her do it. Let her do it. She not, because, and I never think that you're dumb.
I really feel like I just stopped. I've stopped bringing up certain things because I'm just like, it's.
And I never think that you're
it's
dumb.
a done deal.
I never think that you're slow. I never think that you're stupid. But I feel like sometimes I have to remind you of shit. And God has shut me up in more ways than one. Where it's like, girl, shut the fuck up, and just let her do it. Because you know me, I'm like, come on, friend, like give me a hand, like we gonna do it. God is like, I got her. And as of lately, there's just been this thing with you where it's like, I can say something and you're like, I know. And now it's not a, I know, I'll get to it. It's a, I know, and you're working, or it's done. Like it's signed, sealed. I see it. You don't need, what you're looking for is a feeling of safety, right? Like you're looking for this feeling of like, okay, now is a clear time to do it. Once you start crying, that's the clear time to do it. Because why else would you be crying? You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Spirit don't give a fuck about where the fuck you at. Spirit had you crying at the motherfucking stoplight. Having a white lady honk at you now, honey, are you okay? It's gonna be all right. Don't off yourself. You're worth it. Like, you randomly. You see what I'm saying? Like, it comes in so many different ways. You just confirming me. It's so random. You'll see 444. You'll be thinking about some shit. You drive in a road and you see 444. You start thinking about a relative, you see 444. You start thinking about the ways that you want to manifest and do shit, and you look down and it's 111. You start, hesitating and being like, God, I don't know if this is the right thing. You start saying 333. Like, that's the reason for this shit. It's the reason. If you are not actively doing the shadow work, get in that bag. Get in that bag, because if this is what you're doing without the shadow work, imagine where the fuck you gonna go once you put that work in. Because all shadow work is just exercising your ego, right? It's just bringing.
And before I was like I'm for shadow work. Like, I don't care about seeing the deepest dark. And now I'm just like, that shit.
And in the midst of a retrograde, it's the perfect time.
Because I do feel like it's going to make me take actions that I think I'm not ready for.
You're prepared. And I had to learn this. You will ask God for something or ask Spirit. You be like, universe, if you could just, you feel me, hook me up with this one. And it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen immediately. But when it does happen, the first thing you goes, why is this happening to me right now? And it goes, well, you asked for this. You asked for it. Sometimes Spirit give you shit because they funny like that.
Yeah.
But 99% of the time, it's because you're prepared. I didn't feel like I was prepared to be laid off. Remember, I wanted to fire my own boss. I wanted to be like, I'm going to go in there and tell them motherfuckers like, fuck y'all. God said, let me go ahead and lay you off real quick. I got you. In your life.
It's like you playing.
Even in the relationships that you have, because a lot of things that are cornered in your life is based in the relation that you have to other people. The relationships in your life are taking a certain course in everything that it is that it's doing, and it's waking you up. This is your time. This is your time. The retrograde for me is the perfect time to do motherfucking shadow work. It's supposed to sit your ass down. So if it's coming to you like you say it is, friend, just do the motherfucking work. Just do the motherfucking work. You ain't got no motherfucking choice now that I know.
Don't.
Not you said it to me today and I know.
She said, oh, you opened your mouth?
Yes. We just been talking. We checking this bitch off.
If you knew you couldn't fail, what's the first step? I feel like you already know you can't
I'm
fail,
already doing it.
Like, you're good.
Yeah. My first step was I would quit my job and I would start a business and I would focus on this podcast and I would I would trust my partner. He said he gonna pay all the bills. Motherfucker paid my car payment today. So in full. I'm shutting the fuck up.
That is a husband right there.
That's a bad bitch right there.
I've been saying that since he proposed. I'd be like, okay.
He be standing on business and I be letting him.
Look.
We standing on business. You standing on business.
Business standard.
We gonna get Drewski come on the show talk about his shadow work journey. How you be getting a 360 dude.
Do you still want me to answer this?
What?
When the ADHD is overwhelming and I shut down, how do I
how do you regulate?
I've been really bad at it as of lately because I've been doom scrolling because that's how I've been getting my dopamine. I'm not gonna lie, smoking has been helping. That last week we had Wednesday off for Eid, and
I love that.
I smoked Tuesday night. Wednesday, I think that's when I was doing all the editing and playing with the clips and shit. Like, it's just those random days that I have off where I relaxed the night before, and now I'm just like, I'm here. Like, I can show up more. Like, and even with me like smoking strains that are supposed to be like up, I was taking full ass snaps. Like after I took Dub for that walk and we came back in, I laid the fuck back down until 3. Got up, terpenes. Put on that house music, that black house music that low key always has gospel in it, which somebody told me you should listen to gospel. I was like, because that's not what I was raised up on. I listened to that house music. I was like, I was raised up on house, like black house music, and it always has I get lifted up. Like, what the fuck do you think they talking about?
That's probably where they got it from. I'm more than certain that's probably
it's a church song. Yeah, it's a church song. A lot of those songs are gospel songs, and renditions of something. I was listening to my black house music and was making my jambalaya.
Period. That I still ain't get no play.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna make it again because the last little bit didn't have that much meat or any. Well, I would do shrimp for you. So
I finally finished them fucking grits today. Now what's more?
But yes, I listen to music. I smoke. I listen to music. I actually put myself in a sense in a bubble. Like that's why in the last episode I was like, please stop talking to me because I want to be in this space where I can zone out and I can just zone out. Yeah. I don't really like the only thing that's guiding me while making this fucking jambalaya is the fucking ancestors. They like, stop. It's going to be a little salty.
See, so cool. That's your work. That's your work though. So like make it, cause see now I'm in my bag, right? Make it.
You always get in your bag.
Make it an experience with them. You feel me? Like cooking is ancestral. Yeah. You had to learn from somebody. You feel me? So those things, when you're taking your goddess bath, just think about a bad bitch in history. You feel me? Like what ancestor of mine do I know really, took care of herself, really kept herself up? Who went got a press and curl every fucking Friday? You feel me? Like there are, and I know you said that you have to do some like historical, like looking back.
Because I don't know a lot.
But I promise you, whatever ancestors that you know of, like right now, utilize your people because they want to be utilized. Because now they showing face. They in the kitchen with you while you cooking. They led you to that motherfucking house music. Utilize your people. The ancestors is working overtime this year. I don't know if God just gave them extra PTO. I don't know if they got time on their hands. I don't know if this is an additional assignment. But they working overtime.
I feel like these are the powers that they were talking about we were going to get.
After that solar eclipse. Hold up.
Not just the solar eclipse, the other thing that happened in 2020.
The 2021. Oh, shit. Hold on now.
We just had to hone in on it. They were just like, you really think it's about to be something visible? Calm the fuck down.
Because why couldn't I fly though? Because come on. Like, I'm trying to get places faster. Super speed.
Because that's not what we do.
Because they knew I would abuse it. They knew it. I would start flying over people's houses, dropping bricks and shit.
I would be out of town.
Oh, you using yours for that. Leaving. I'm picking up boulders and shit and dropping them.
I always wanted
airwise.
When people used to ask me as a child, oh, what do you want to, like, if you could be any animal, what would you want to be? A bird. So I can get the fuck out of here. As a child, I'm saying that. So I can fly away.
I just wanted to be a lion. Before I even knew like Leo shit, I wanted to be a lion. And I wanted to be a male lion too because they got the manes and shit. I ain't even, because back then I thought, I ain't know like the female lions didn't have that shit. When I found out that they be having the manes, I said, hold up, man. Then when I found out what the women lions be doing, I said, no, I want to be that bitch over there. I want to be Nala in them because them bitches is some bad bitches. When they want some dick, they start biting people and shit. They don't give a fuck. Listen. Put your dick
very
up.
Much you.
This is a dick up. They start robbing niggas for their meat. This is a dick up, nigga. They start biting them on their crotch and shit. Get that dick up. Come on. And then they raise the kids. They be them and their homegirls licking their kids and shit. They be making sure that they running packs. Community. Stop fucking playing.
We can just get into the topics because we kind of talked about this. Mm-hmm. All right. So once you start yelling, the conversation is over. Was that you or me?
I don't remember, but I know once you get above a motherfucking octave, that was me.
I literally had to tell my mom that when I was in high school. I would think this was 12th grade year, and she was just like, she was arguing at me about something. I was just like, when you yell, I don't hear you. Mm-hmm. Of course, it made her more upset, but it was the truth. I was just like, I don't hear anything. All I hear is like
I can't articulate.
it's like Charlie Brown and
when
the
that
womp. That's all I hear.
Because I can't get over how loud you are.
Because I don't like loud noises. I'm like a fucking cat.
My parents yelled at each other. They never yelled at us.
I got yelled at few times, and then when I moved with my mom, I feel like it was like she was already dealing with a lot, so she would yell at me or get upset at me about a whole
my little
bunch
sister
of stuff.
and my mom are like that too, and I had to tell the both of them, like, once one of y'all go above an octave, y'all
but
both
you know me, I don't yell.
And neither one
so
of them
I'm
do.
like this, and then if I get like this, it's, why are you yelling? I literally raise my voice just a little bit so you could understand that I'm standing on business, ma'am. I'm tired of it.
People don't understand that, and that's where my mom and my little sister go wrong, because the minute you get above the octave they talking at, now they offended.
Now I feel disrespected.
That's all they hear. They don't even hear what you're saying. They just hear that you are not at the same volume you were when we first started this sentence.
I don't know why people yell.
Because they need to be heard.
My stepmom tried to do that to me too.
Because they need to be heard.
I was just like, why are you yelling? Like, I'm a grown, like, not grown. I wouldn't call myself grown because I'm was still living with my parents, but I'm an adult, and I'm just like, why are you yelling at me right now? I haven't raised my voice at you at all. Yeah. Verbatim, I haven't yelled my voice at you at all. Looking at my father, because he's sitting right there, not saying anything. I'm like, why are you yelling at me? I haven't raised my voice at you at all. I don't understand. Well, people yell when they get in heated conversation. No, they do not. They do not have to yell because, again, I have not yelled at you at all. So what we're not going to do is this.
I took a restorative practice certification when I was teaching mental health and wellness for children. And that is, like, it's a scientific or a psychological fact that people who yell just want to be heard. They probably, when they were younger, couldn't talk, right? Or were taught that, you know, they had to talk at a certain volume or whatever the case may be. To debunk the myth, it doesn't matter at what rate you yell, right? You will never be received in the same way compared to having a calm and, you know, like, more simple demeanor. Nobody really wants to listen to an argument back, right? If you record an argument, because you can't articulate what's being said. And that's why it's important to watch your tone. So sometimes, like, even when my partner and I, like, get into a heated debate, because we don't argue, once we hear one of us going above an octave, one of us will check it and say, now we're yelling. Or like, yo, why are you yelling? I'm talking to you like this. What are you yelling for? Some people don't have that. I will watch couples yell back and forth, and we'll say, like, y'all not going to get shit done yelling back and forth like this. We'll look at them. I love, especially when I'm at the house and they be yelling, I love being like my home, and they get into it with their girlfriend. Bitch, yo, man. I be like, yo, neither one of y'all go hear each other. I start turning to Ayala Van Zandt and shit. Like,
I told you gonna be in your Ayala Van Zandt bag. I'm telling you.
Y'all can't hear each other yelling like this. And it's like, but this bitch. And I'm like, and now you yelling at me, and I can't help you. Because fuck asking you why you yelling. If I don't know you and you yelling, I walk away from you. I treat you just like a fucking nut.
Like, okay.
And I just bop away. Because why are you yelling at me? I don't know you. What are you yelling at me for?
And, like, you know how I am. I really don't raise my voice. And I think that I've been told, like, that's a little scary. Because
serial killers do
not only do I get out of this tone, I get like this.
Yep.
If
I get low and monotone, run.
Why are you even, like, I've been told that that's very scary. And I'm just like,
backpack shooter vibes. I lie to you not. It does give backpack, I'm about to shoot.
But what am I yelling at you for? This is the calm before the storm. Because I have been at this octave.
And they started moving some furniture around.
And then I punched the wall. And then my knuckle. At least I didn't punch the nigga. I don't hit niggas.
When back in my you feel me, in my hood, my ratchet days, right? When we first got together, we were very young.
My socks look clean as fuck. I'm over here trying to hide them, like they probably a little dirty.
No, because I feel it.
I'm sorry. I was like,
no, I feel it.
They was in my shoes for real. Yeah, like I've been wearing them shoes. The fuck down.
I feel it.
My bad. Go ahead.
I feel it. But we would get in arguments, and at some point I would just get real low, and it'd be like, "Motherfucker, if you don't get the fuck out my face, we're gonna be here fighting like two niggas on the street."
I don't even cuss. I'm like, okay, cool.
Now if I stop cussing, clear the room. As long as there's a curse word coming out of my mouth, we duking it out. When I start, all women and children first, and then the men. And just let me cook. Let me cook. Because I'm about to air this bitch out.
An example. I literally told... we were going back and forth. And he was just like... This was like years ago. But he was just like, you're saying that because that's how you feel. And I was just like... You think I'm saying that because of how I feel when you are setting that on me because that's how you feel about yourself. What you're not going to do is keep placing the blame on me because you think less of yourself.
Because this
so
always
we're not
about
about to do
to
that.
you when I read you
and
for
then
filth.
I was just like, and I'm really getting sick of this shit. And
Every
I turned
black
around
woman,
and I was like, bang!
every black woman reads you for filth at this tone here. If a black woman is yelling, she digging in your ass. But when she ready to read you for filth, oh baby, she gonna meet you right here.
That's something from my past that I will bring to the future though.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you about yourself.
And
I don't care if it hurts you. That little bit, I feel like me saying that it's gonna hurt your feelings because it's true.
Yes.
I'm not saying anything out of spite.
No.
It's the truth. Why you keep trying to place the blame on me when you see yourself? Because you said it. You said it, my nigga.
And I've
I just reiterated what you said.
Locked it in. And not because I wanted to use it against you. And I'm not holding on to it. I'm not trying to use it against you. It's because you came out of your fucking mouth with this statement, and I'm going to hold you accountable for what it is that you said. If you don't know nothing else about the two of us, you have to be very careful about what you say to one of us without the other being around. But you most definitely need to watch the motherfucker when both of us is in the room. Watch your motherfucking mouth. Because not only did we catch it, I caught it, she caught it, and I caught it. It happened both ways. Because the minute we leave a function, the minute we leave a situation, first thing when we get in the car.
Did you see that? You saw that too, right? I'm not going to say nothing in there because now we just sitting there like people watching. No, we're there to have a good time. Yep. But when we get in this motherfucking car.
Pete.
Don't let it just be me and her.
Don't let it. And we so good at it now, we found a way to talk about it in code. We be eyes with it like.
And like we'll laugh, but it won't be like a judgmental laugh. We'll be like, girl, like it's like a joke or an insider.
Or don't let her go, okay. Because I'm like, okay.
I love the okay. I love a okay. Okay. And you still don't feel judged about it. You're just like, oh, they over there just talking about.
And meanwhile, I'm like, Frank, clock it.
Can I get another shot? Because I'm too sober.
Clock it. Because I see that men should cook more. My dad cooked growing up. My man knows how to cook. I have to shut up about this because he know how to fry chicken. He know how to make a meal and won't. He made spaghetti the other day and it was better than mine. But he won't do it.
I'm sick of it.
He won't cook. He won't do it. Mm-mm.
The chili.
So I'm just mind my motherfucking business. I'm gonna just go ahead.
The
check
chili.
that off. I'm gonna let you cook, Frank. Go ahead. Rock with it.
The chili be on point. Why I don't get it more often? I will eat chili in the summer. I'll make some cornbread with it.
But I'm pretty sure he know a summer meal. He know how to make a light salad or something. Grill some chicken. Make a house dressing. Something. But will they do it?
Anyway, we don't even gotta talk about that anymore. What do you think your alternate universe is like?
It's ghetto.
She's a bad bitch. And she owns multiple businesses.
No, you mean like the positive.
Oh, on the ghetto side?
Yeah, I'm talking about like my alternate universe.
I got several baby daddies.
Yeah.
And I be scamming and I get away with it every time.
No
I ain't
baby
never been
daddy,
in jail.
2 abortions, he in jail.
All of them take care of me.
Yes.
So I don't have to scam, but I scam for the children.
Why do I see like 2 of them being Muslim? I don't know what it is. Like 2 of them is Muslim.
And I wear hijab.
And you wear hijab. I see this for you, friend. I do see it for you. I see your alternate universe.
I used to be a stripper.
Yes.
Like 21 to like up until recently. And I was like, I'm chilling. Mm-hmm. But I still be scamming these niggas.
For sure.
I got a sugar daddy.
You do. I do see this in your alternate universe. And I see you being very reckless out your mouth. Very reckless.
Can't nobody tell me shit.
And you got a gang of homegirls. But y'all ghetto. Hijab bitch running rampant, like shaking hijab.
And they'll run up on the bitch
at the motherfucking red light.
I need them to. But I usually don't, because I'll be the bitch myself.
And for me personally, you don't own anything that like relates to who you are now as a person. No. Like in your ghetto alternate universe, you own like a restaurant.
I'm very spiritual.
You're spiritual, but
I mean like in a religious way. Like I'm religious.
Yes,
like
and like
I go to mosque and shut my fucking mouth around these men. But when I go in the house, I pop shit to that nigga.
You own like a Sharif's, but you own multiple Sharif's. Like that's what I see for you, friend. I see that for your life. Like in your alternate universe, you is like in the ghetto running rampant
in the ghetto.
Yes, you got like a couple.
I took a couple PPP loans out,
nigga, and thriving. Nowhere near getting caught. I see that for you. I do see that for you.
Family up in the hills. Man.
Yes. Running bricks and shit. I see that for you, friend. In your alternate universe. Know. I see it for you, friend. I'm glad that's not the life you chose, because I wouldn't be able to keep up at this junction in my life unless my alternate universe met yours. I feel like no matter what universe we're in, we would be friends. For sure. I feel like no matter what universe we're in, we were destined to like be friends. Yes. At this level, but I'm just glad we're friends in this reality.
Yes, for sure.
I shooting AKs out the car and shit. Come on, friend. We gotta do better. Drive-bys at your baby daddy house because we don't like his baby mama. Come on, friend.
His other baby mother.
Because
he's spending too much time with her. Her child is like about to graduate high school. Like, why y'all start that young?
She pulled up to the house in a fresh fit. I'm talking about her job fresh out the pack. Like she just and you like, fuck she get that from? And then she disrespectful. She did your daughter hair without asking. Wildin', we shooting that bitch house up. That's how
it was cute though, but
it's
why you ain't ask me?
Yep, and that's why we shot her.
And you ain't even asked him.
Short tempered, no emotional intelligence.
Her hair was cool. It was like she had little puff balls. It was cute,
but she twisted.
But she made it real.
And now that bitch just.
And I was like, you trying to show me up on my daughter hair? So now I'm not gonna take this out because this fresh.
And we riding through the old hood, but I'm in my new hood. I'm glad we met in this life, friend. I'm so glad.
We would be in jail.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, to be honest. Nobody's taking my butt. I promise you. Nobody's taking this hold up. I would give the whole up. I just don't feel nobody's giving the whole up.
I don't feel like in any universe I would ever go to jail. I don't like my freedom being taken away.
That's the common factor in each universe. Nobody's ever taken my freedom away. My financial freedom, my physical freedom.
Because hold on, you cooking. Hold on, what they doing now?
What the fuck is this?
I don't know, but my little sister told it to me. She said,
I like it.
I said, okay.
Oh, like deaf. I think deaf people do that.
And she said something like the gays community, like when they be at the
it's
shows,
it's very cunty.
It's giving cunt. So shout out to my Lgbtq all the time. I put the bull Lgbtq.
What? So yes. So regardless of what universe we're still friends.
Absolutely.
Very close homegirls. Yeah. Whether we shooting shit up,
we either on the podcast, we're doing this business legitimately, or we filing PPP loans.
Even in the positive universe, like we got a whole ass like we have big old industrial like buildings and shit working people to death. Yeah. That's the only negative factor. Yeah, like we get your lazy ass up
and get to work. I know that one thing.
But we treat our people good. We treat them like family, but like we do be cussing these people out sometimes.
I do know that in the reality that we're creating, as far as like having an office is concerned, I am going to be one of those managers where it's just like, I'm just not feeling it today. And I'm like, okay, are you not feeling it today? Or is it deeper than this? Like, let's talk about this. Because
like, has this been a lot to you over a certain amount of time?
Because you're not just getting ready to take one day off. You need to go and get your shit together.
Like, do you need to take some of your...
take some time off? Like, what you doing? Because we not very...
Do you need to go to Shepherd Pratt or do you need to go to an island?
And
because we can set this up for you.
Because I'm going to have to set the tone like at the beginning of having a team of people. Like, one thing I do is curse a lot. So I don't want you to think I'm cursing at you. I want you to understand this is part of my repertoire. When I ask you what the fuck is wrong with you, it's not like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's what the fuck is wrong with you? Tell me what the fuck is going on. So I mean, there's two different tones to that anyway. Yeah, so I just want people to feel me, like when they come in the door.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't want to answer this last one.
What is it? Let me see. Does your partner have similar personalities? Yes! Yes! The other day, oh my God, I was...
Your father is a hood nigga. And so is that man out there.
My dad said something to me the other day, and I lied to you not. He repeated like damn near the same thing back to me. My dad said, it was something about like providing provision because I was telling my dad like, just thank you for always making sure that I had, like I never went without in life. And he was like, because I love you, I have no choice. I lied to you not. I hadn't said shit to him. I was just like, he said something about support. I was just like, thanks, baby. He was like, I ain't got no choice. And I was just like, this nigga is just like my fucking father. And they acted like too. They fucking hard-headed and simple as shit. So, but to your point, without even saying it, I get why you don't want to answer that question. I get it. Without you even saying it, I get it.
For more ways than one.
For the ways that I'm thinking, I get it.
We'll talk about that off air.
Most definitely. Make sure y'all come out to the hike.
Yes, please come out.
Niggas
Not even
hiking.
please. Just bring your... Okay, so that's a video that I was gonna make. I was like, did you know that Let's Take a Hike was gonna originally be called Niggas Be Hiking? And I love that. And I still want to call it that.
I'm telling you, friend.
It's gonna be like later
just
next
create
year.
The content.
Okay.
Just create the content and send it to me. I'll post it.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep putting the collaborative button on. Click it. I ain't got no nonsense.
Yes, come out to the hike. Yeah. She's gonna have another brunch. We're gonna have a chakra brunch soon. We're getting that together, of course, at the Sacred Space Be More, because that's the hub, bruh. That's the hub. And
if you
I
ain't
love
healing
the
at
fact,
the hub, fuck is y'all doing?
And I love the fact that we have one of those.
Definitely, it's on Keswick Road. Make sure you go down there. Tell them Jaded and Evolving sent you. Angie should be in there. If Angie's not in there, somebody's in there.
Yeah.
Get your ass down there. Buy something. Shop from them beautiful black women. It's a consignment shop. It's also got some plants in there. You can get your Reiki
Over
done.
8 black owned.
Over 8 black owned businesses.
Black
women owned businesses.
It's a safe space for black women.
Such a safe space.
Act right.
Yeah,
because don't bring your nonsense up in my friend's
shop. You can
bro.
bring your nonsense up in there. I might air that bitch out without even knocking her shit over. Won't even go above this octave. You can be so fucking scared that you just go get in your car.
And that's the duality of both of us, because I'm warning you, don't do that. Or my friend gonna get on you.
Yeah, because I told y'all last week that I'm done asking for permission. I'm gonna just ask for forgiveness. You bring your ass down there, I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna just figure out what's going on from there.
Because I'll warn you, Angie will look at you with her Sagittarius face.
By that time, I didn't already beat you the fuck up. I didn't already put my hands on you.
Throw your ass out like Uncle Phil.
I will
be doing
literally
jazzy.
Walk you to the door and go, baby, either you can step down or I can put you down. Come on, let's figure out what you're doing. Get your shit. Let's go. Because I don't want to tap your nice shit, and I don't want to mess up this nice lady's furniture. Come on, get your ass on. So if you're going down to the hub, you better act like you know. But tell them Jada didn't
like you know. Act like you know.
I gotta listen to
that. See, I listen to gospel music every now and then. That was like, when that first came out, I was like, yes, I like it.
Act like you know, yo. Act like you know. Act like you know. Period.
I love singing it too.
We was listening to gospel music on the way to church yesterday. You was like, hold up, they got some bops. Hold on. I was like, Kurt Franklin just the Timberland of gospel music. That's all he is. Because Kurt Franklin got them bops. I'm going to send you the song. I want to listen
to the people before him, though. Like the sisters and stuff like that.
Oh,
like,
I can send you some.
Very upbeat stuff. I like the upbeat stuff. I don't like the slow stuff, because it makes me feel like, not like the he saw the best, not worrying about that. It does make me get a little, I don't know, I don't, but I like the upbeat stuff, because I'm like, I could tear up to this too.
I got some shit for you.
I could be like, yo,
I'll get you.
I better act like I know.
I'll get you the Ty Tribbett's, the what's my man's name? I got you some even some Donnie McClurkin got some bops in it. Do you be fucking with Fred Hammond? Don't worry about it. If you ain't been on,
about to say I'm
gonna get you in your Fred Hammond bag.
We're gonna make a playlist too.
Listen,
so you can go down this rabbit hole with me.
Listen,
because again, I was not raised in the church. I went to church one time when I went down to Louisiana. I feel like that was probably overkill. I went to church one time for my uncle's funeral. Of course, I was too young. And then I went to church in Louisiana, and they was like, you know how they get down in the. And
they start getting
what my aunts be doing,
get that.
I was like, this is scary. But I'm not coming back here.
But we'll sit around and tell us that the shit we doing is demonic. But you being possessed, Thank you for coming to another episode of Jaded in the Moment. Because we're going to get into that
I don't
next
think
episode.
they do that part. They don't do that.
They don't
part.
speak in tongues and shit?
No.
I went to a non-denominational church and they just used to be like,
they do everything.
And I used to be like, but y'all
chill, bro.
Swearing.
Let me just talk to my ancestors in peace, bro.
That's all I'm saying. Bye.